Well, hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. This week was pretty crazy. I announced that I have a book coming out. I also announced and showed the short that goes along with the book, and a lot of you guys really liked it, so thank you so much for all the support behind it. I was really excited for you guys to see it. Also very nervous, but equally excited, and I'm glad that you guys all received it really well. YouTube had a hard time processing all of it. But isn't YouTube having a hard time processing everything right now? Because I had kind of a bigger thing come out last week and I've had a lot of craziness happening in the last couple months, I thought that I would just do another Get Ready With Me video, because the last time I did that was when Mr. Student Body President came out, and that feels like it was ages ago, but now the series is done. You can go binge it in its entirety on Go90. And now I have another show out called Guidance. There's just so many things that have happened in the last couple months, so I figured I would just like sit, get ready, you can watch me put things on my face, and we can just talk about all of that. And I thought it might be a fun time. To start off, I'm just going to take off any residual makeup that I have on with micellar water. I've been using the Garnier micellar water. It's like almost gone. But it's really great. If you have ever heard of, like, I think it's Bioderma is the really expensive one. This is basically the same thing. Like, I have used both in the past, and although I really liked Bioderma, it's really expensive compared to this. Yeah, I'm really glad that everyone took the book launch really well, because one thing that I was super nervous about, which is I guess understandable because a lot of YouTubers have released books, I was just worried that people were gonna think it was like a cash grab from me, but I really have loved writing for a long time. When I was in high school, that was like my best subject, not to toot my own horn or anything, but on the SAT, writing was the thing that I knew that I could nail. I've always just loved literature and reading and books, and to have my own was just a dream, and I was so excited to do it. But I was really nervous in the beginning. I actually commented on the video that I almost didn't want to do it because I knew that people would think that it was just me like hiring a ghostwriter and making someone else write it for me. But that is not the case. I wrote the entire thing, as a lot of YouTubers do. I wouldn't say that ghostwriting is like the first instinct of any YouTuber, but I can understand after being in the writing process, I can understand how it would be so stressful that you would almost lean on that, but not me. No, I just cried and kept writing. Primer. Primer is next. This is the number 28 Primer Serum Hydrating Anti-Aging Hourglass Primer. I used this in the past, and then it smells so good, but it spilled all over my bag. And you know when something like spills all over your bag, you're almost like resentful towards it? Like you're like, I don't want to use you because you pissed me off so bad and everything smelled like you for 6 months. Yeah, so I've been pissed off at this primer, but then I realized that it was really expensive and I should probably keep using it just because that's very wasteful if I don't. And also, it's a good primer. It's just basically a bunch of oils, and I'm all about oils on my face. Not my own natural oils, but, you know, oils that help hydrate and whatnot. As far as the book goes, I got a lot of questions about the book. One of the main questions that I got about the book was, when is it coming out and are you doing a book tour? It's coming out in March, so it's a little ways away. But the reason why I did that was because I wanted you guys to be able to pre-order it. I wanted you to be able to get hype for it. I didn't want to just like release it on the same day that it was available. Also, you kind of have to release things early. This is something that people probably won't tell very often. But when Amazon gets books in, it kind of determines how many bookstores like Barnes & Nobles are going to buy stock of the book. So if I had just released it same day, it probably wouldn't come out in Barnes & Nobles for the next 7 months. Like if you could get it on Amazon today, no one could get it in a physical store for like half of a year. So it makes more sense to release it early, let everyone else that has a bookstore like get stock in so that everyone can buy it all at the same time if they don't want to order online. So anyways, that's the deal. As far as book tour goes, book tour is definitely going to happen. That was something that I knew was going to happen from day one. A, because I like meeting people, and B, I think you guys might want to meet me, so I don't want to not, you know, make that a possibility. I only have so many chances to do meetups and things like that, so to make a chance to do that is a good thing in my book. Next up, I'm going to go in with foundation. I've been using the Laneige BB Cushion, and this is something that you can get at Target, which is crazy. It's made in Korea, and I trust the Koreans with most things, especially my skincare and music taste. I had a little trouble with this though because I don't really like using this sponge. I don't think it gives you that much surface area. So I've been using a blush brush recently to put this on. I know, judge me all you want, but it's actually a pretty good technique. I'll show you. I've been using this guy, just a Sonia Kashuk blush brush. You know, sometimes you want to go bougie, and then sometimes you're using a blush brush to put on your foundation. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if you guys know this. I think I mentioned this in the last Getting Ready With Me video, but I'm obsessed with Tati, the makeup artist slash beauty guru. I think she's amazing. And she was saying that if you wanted to, you could use like a kabuki brush in a cushion foundation rather than the sponge. I just feel like the sponge doesn't get around like your eyes and stuff very easily. But I do not have a kabuki brush with me, so I just decided I would try out a blush brush, and oh lordy, did it work. It actually helps blend a lot. We can talk about the book short a little bit because a lot of people had a lot of questions about it. First of all, no one knew it was a book announcement, which is hilarious because when you make stuff like that, you never know how people are going to take it, like if they're going to see right through you to the end. I was hoping it would be kind of a surprise that at the end it was a book announcement, because I know you guys watch a lot of my stuff. You know I love doing kind of like artsier projects, and I like, I don't know, working on stuff with directors that are really talented. John, the director who worked on Thanks, I Just Threw It On, which was a Smashbox project I did last year, is the same director that did Almost Adulting. So he's really great, and I trust him so much to do amazing stuff. The other thing that I loved seeing, and this is not to like toot my own horn, this is just something I saw commented a lot. Someone was like, why isn't this a series? I wanted this to be like a movie trailer. Like I was really hoping this would be like a project like that. And I was like, actually, now that I think about it, Almost Adulting could totally be a series. Like, I could probably make a whole series out of just each chapter of the book, because I'll talk a little bit about the chapters in the book, but they're all things that could very well be portrayed in like a short film style or like a film style. Because each of the chapters, although it does have like tips and tricks and stuff, it's also very anecdotal. Like it's like storytelling along with tips and tricks. And like a bunch of lists, which I really like. I love making lists, so a large part of the book is me making lists, which isn't a bad thing. I thought it was pretty cool. Another thing that I got asked a lot was the apartment that we shot in. That is not my house. Like, you guys have seen my apartment before. My apartment is nowhere near as cool as the Almost Adulting set. That was actually an Airbnb house that is in the Hollywood Hills. If you really wanted to go check it out, you can look it up on Airbnb, and you can go stay in there if you wanted to. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that. I also don't make any money from that, but if you thought it was a really cool place and you wanted to spend a little vacation there, there you go. Next up, powder. This is just the Tarte Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator, and it's just a finishing powder. It's really good. It's got kind of like a sheen to it, which is a little bit weird. I never expected that out of this powder, but And this is just another Sonia Kashuk brush. I thought I would mention this just because I'm wearing it. This is Lazy Oaf. Everything I wear is Lazy Oaf, but I get questions a lot on the things that I'm wearing in my Instagrams and whatnot. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just Arden Rose. I actually have a social media that has my name in it now. Same with my Twitter, Arden Rose. It's pretty fantastic. But yeah, I love the people at Lazy Oaf. They're actually the fucking best. I'll say it right now, the fucking best. They're so sweet. I just met the person that does a lot of their photography, and he is amazing. He actually took pictures of me when we went to Sketch, which is an insane afternoon tea, lunch, dinner place. And there were a lot of cool pictures that came out of that if you want to check it out on my Instagram. But I thought I would mention this because this is coming out during January, Feb. So if you wanted something like this, that's happening. I also got, where's that other really cool shirt that I got? I also got this super cute shirt. I'll actually put it on at some point. You'll probably see it on my Instagram, so there you go. Next up, I'm just gonna put on a little bronzer. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I'm very pale right now, so this bronzer is perfect because it's definitely for a lighter lady. I don't know how well this would do on deeper skin tones, but it works for me. I need a better like contour brush for my nose. I never know what to do. I just like slap a bunch of bronzer on there and hope for the best, honestly. Will and I went ice skating for the first time since I was in high school, which was pretty exciting. I forgot what it was like, and then I remembered how much I loved it. Gah. London really is the best for Christmas time, I gotta say. But if you live in London, you're blessed, okay? You're blessed. Also, I'm using the Physicians Formula Natural Nude highlighter right here, this shimmer blocky brick thing. Mine is falling apart. Like, this thing is it comes out. But I'm just keeping it in with the magnet, trying not to lose this. It's my favorite highlighter. It is my favorite highlighter. And I trust it so much that I'm not even using a mirror. That's not very smart. I'm gonna get a mirror. I need some help from my bang girls out there. My banging girls out there. I have recently fallen into the trap of trying to cut my own bangs because I realized that it feels so wasteful to have to go to a salon every month. Like that just, it's excessive, isn't it? Like who knew that bangs were such an upkeep? Not that they're actually hard to do. Like I have longer bangs, so I don't care if they look like shit all the time because they do what they want to do. But I need to get them trimmed every now and then. And like you can tell, where is it? There's a piece in here somewhere that's just like, oh, you definitely cut that yourself, didn't you? What do you guys do? Do you just look up a tutorial, do the bangs yourself? Do you go and have a friend to do them? I need to make like a mafia bang connection so I can just go get my bangs done all the time. That would be so nice. Okay, highlighted to the gods. Not really, but I wanted to use that phrase. I'm not really feeling like doing a whole lot on my eyes just because I have kind of a lazy day going on today. So what I might do, I got these little Physician Formula Shimmer Strips Custom Eye Enhancing Extreme Shimmer Gel Shadow and Liner Trio. That is way too many words to put on the back of a tiny pot. This is in nude and it's just like a brown shimmery cream eyeshadow, and I love using this just all over my lid. It just gives like a little bit of color, but I don't have to actually apply eyeshadow, which is amazing. So I'm just gonna put this on. Going back to the book a little bit, if you guys were wondering what it is all about, because obviously the video feels pretty self-explanatory. Like it's just the short film is kind of just someone stressed out dealing with mildly infuriating adult things that all pile up all at once. But just to give you some context, there is a chapter all about sex and dating. There's actually an entire chapter just all about online dating, and then there's also an entire chapter all about sex. So those are two separate things. Although my perspective of online dating is really weird because it's not like I met Will on Tinder or something. We like met on Twitter, oddly enough. The first chapter is basically like me moving out at 18. A lot of people had questions about that as well. I did move out on my own when I was 18. I have been doing YouTube since I was 14 years old. So it's not like I had crazy cash when I was going out to LA and moving out. I was better off than most people that are 18 about to live on their own. Not that my parents paid for anything, I paid for everything. And it was all good and fine and dandy, but there was a lot of stuff that I just didn't know going into moving out. And so the first chapter is all the kind of things that I wish I had known and wish I had done when I was younger, when I had first moved out. And it's also kind of like a chapter about making mistakes and learning from them, I guess. Let me think. There's a chapter all about mental health, not in like a super pandering way, but just kind of like my experience with mental health and my trichotillomania, which you guys know I've talked about a lot on here. My favorite blush right now is the Hourglass Mood Exposure Blush, the ambient lighting blush. They have the best blushes. This one's so pretty. And also has just like a little bit of highlighting in it, so it's just, oh, it just gives you a nice color. Love. Recently, I got this crazy system. Actually, not so recently. I got this like month and a half, 2 months ago, but it's the Hourglass stainless steel mascara wand that is like super duper stupid expensive, and then the two little like pots of primer and mascara. And I got this originally to do a whole video about it because I thought it was such a crazy product that I thought, well, I'll just be a cool beauty guru and review it. And then I never fucking did. So I'm just gonna use it today so you can see what it's like. So what I am going to do is take my little stainless steel wand. This is what it looks, it's literally just like a rod. This is the little scent primer. So what you do is you dip this in, seal it up. It actually looks really dope. You probably hit someone with it. It's very heavy. And then I'm going to curl my lashes and apply primer. Okay, so I just curled my lashes so you wouldn't have to see that. I did it off camera because there's just too many unattractive faces that are made while doing that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lashes with this. It just coats this weird thing all up in product, and then you can just apply it right on. And the idea behind this is kind of cool. Like, it makes sense to me. If you were a makeup artist, you could use this wand over and over again and just like disinfect it between uses. But But that would mean that you would have to use like basically the same mascara for the rest of your life if you wanted to make this mascara wand worth it. You know what I mean? And I know you absolutely can't see that, but even now my lashes look so much better just with this primer. Also, for whatever reason, this primer is supposed to be the reason it's waterproof. I would think that the black portion of the mascara that you would put on over would make it waterproof, but this is the waterproof portion. I don't know why, but they made a very big point to tell me that in the store. I think they were just trying to get me to buy it, and I was like, honey, I'm already gonna buy it. You don't have to try to trick me. I'm already gullible enough to do this, so don't worry. But yeah, I like it because also the wand, if you have really small lashes, it really helps you get to the base. So then I'm gonna take that and just wipe that off with a cotton pad. You can use like eye makeup remover on this. You can use alcohol if you want to really get it clean. I normally do like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, or just soap and water afterwards, after I have done both steps and I'm done like using this for the day. Okay, so this is the realist section of the duo. So this is the mascara, the actual mascara portion. So I'm just putting that in. And the great thing about this too is if you really wiggle it down at the root of your lash line, you can tight line while you're putting on your mascara, because the product will set on your waterline and won't go anywhere, which is actually amazing. You kind of get to skip a step in your makeup. Look at how much better my lashes look on this side than this side. Unreal. Like, normally mascaras do not impress me. Like, I will have to wear false eyelashes, or I will have to curl my lashes to the gods and put on like 4 different coats of mascara. But this is 1 coat of mascara, 1 coat of primer. That's pretty nuts to me. Why is it that your opposing eye is always harder to do and always looks more shit? Like, look how crazy that is. Boom. Guys, I pick at my lashes all day, every day. My lashes never look this good. What? I'm telling you, I'm so into it. I'm so into this mascara, which is so dumb because it's so expensive and I hate myself for liking it. I know there's a drugstore equivalent to this that I would probably love, but maybe it's because the wand is so crazy. I don't know what it is. I'm debating on whether or not I want to put on liquid eyeliner. I might just put like a little bit on the edge, you know what I mean? Just a little sassy bit. Okay, I'm gonna let my mascara dry a little bit, and in the meantime, I just put on a little bit of lip balm. This is just the Lanolin Lana Lips, but I'm just gonna go in with this Laura Mercier Hazelnut Tea Lip Pencil, which is one of my favorite lip pencils. I'm just gonna use that as my lip color today because I'm feeling festive. So that is Hazelnut Tea. How pretty is that? I love it. And this is a little bit glossier just because, like I said, I put this lip balm on, but when you use this alone, it is like such a pretty lip liner to use as a lip color. Laura Mercier, y'all. Oh, I just realized I didn't do anything on my brows.
Oh, God forbid.
God forbid I don't do my brows, Will. What would you do with me? I'm just gonna use the Gimme Brow Benefit Eyebrow Gel just because my brows are doing okay right now. I'm just gonna use a little brow gel rather than using a full pencil. And I'm just gonna get the fuck out of the way, bags. Just gonna put that on real quick. Back online, guys. Sorry, we died for a second there, but my wonderful crewmate, Squilliam, Fancy Son, helped me out. Just finished one side of eyeliner. This is the Bombazine Black Eye Marker by And Other Stories. Not a perfect eyeliner, but you know, it does the job, which is all I really care about at this point. I don't really wear a lot of black eyeliner anymore, so now that I am, I feel like a special lady. I feel like I'm doing something special today. Alright guys, that is about it. Thank you guys once again. Thank you so much for all of the wonderful support on Almost Adulting. If you want to pre-order the book, I'm going to put a link in the description box if you want to go check out the short, which I am very proud of, and I'm so glad that you guys are liking it, but if you haven't seen it yet, I will also put a link to that in the description box, as well as a card somewhere on there so that you can just go ahead and click. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm here in London for a little bit, so if you want to see anything Christmassy, I know you guys really liked when I did like a vlog, a haul along, where you guys came along with me and went shopping. If you wanted to see something like that, just let me know, and I will see you guys for the next video. Bye!